Yeah, so this right here is my balcony. My wife's like, dude, I wanna have a bench out here. Well, I made one. Cost me 40 bucks, one sheet of plywood. Let's build this thing. Nothing fancy here. I'm just using some normal Type-On 2 and a brad nailer. I start off by making a template on my plywood sheet and then running everything through the table saw. So after I whack my piece of plywood up into the final dimensions, first thing I'm really gonna do here is just mock up my legs with these smaller pieces here. And you can see I'm flailing around, really just trying to clamp everything together, but this is really just to make sure everything fits before I glue it and I can't go back. Now that I got my legs put together, it's time to build the part where you put your bum. Here I'm just using some glue and then brad nailing the lambs together. And then to make the bench have a thicker appearance, I'm just taking some of the strips that I cut off from my plywood and doubling down just on the border. So you get the appearance that the bench is thicker than it actually is. It does add a little bit of strength, but it's mostly just for looks. As I'm cleaning up these sides, I'm actually putting a slight bevel there about 3 degrees into my track. So you can see it kind of reveals a slight chamfer on the edge. I think it just looks a little bit nicer. So as I'm cleaning up this side, everything's going well. And then shortly after, I realized that I had plugged my track saw into the wrong outlet. Didn't have enough amperage there, and so broke the breaker. Not the first time I've done this in my shop, but luckily I have installed a breaker that I use for my welder with a 30 amp fuse in there with some thicker wiring. So not a big deal, just swapped my power from the old outlet into the outlet that had a more sufficient amperage, and then I was on my merry way. But just little things here and there when you're in a shop that's not exactly equipped for using all these power tools. sanding, it's time to put everything together. Moment of truth. Yes. That's pretty much it. All I gotta do now is just clean the footprints that I just put all over it, and then put some finish. That's pretty much it, and for 40 bucks I'm kind of stoked, but let me know what you guys think. Also, if there's anything else that you guys want to see me try and build, just comment down below. But that's a wrap for this one. Thanks for watching.